The next level of your success is spiritual, not financial, and this is why. If you guys don't know, my name is Jeffrey. I'm a 27-year-old serial entrepreneur. My first business, I started it when I was 23 years old. I moved to Los Angeles. I slept in a car rental for 90 days, and it was in that journey of moving with no money and figuring it all out that I was able to really find my meaning of life, my purpose in life, and that helped me really find this inner fulfillment. Because if you're watching my video, you're most likely someone who is extremely successful. You're making $20,000 per month, $50,000 per month, $100,000 per month. You may have been making money for so long, right? And you're feeling unfulfilled, or you're feeling like it's got to be something more to life. You know, I've tried over 7 different businesses, maybe even more. Worked endless jobs, warehouse jobs. I had an Airbnb business. I had a social media marketing agency. You know, I was close to scaling that to $30,000 per month. I could have stuck with that and made $100,000 per month, right? A staffing agency, eBay drop shipping, iPhone flipping, courses, you name it, I tried it all. And ironically, I completely dropped the last business, the most successful one, the social media marketing agency, to become a spiritual coach and healer full-time. And this makes me less money. Although I've been doing this quote unquote for, maybe 4 or 5 months, I've been doing this my whole life without me even knowing it. I've always been helping people. I've always had this innate ability to just see someone and know that they need change, that they need healing. But I'm sharing this so that you can focus on this point that I'm trying to make. It's like I was making more money, yet I dreaded waking up. I didn't even want to start my day. I didn't care for the work that I was doing. It gave me no purpose. It was great. It paid my bills. I didn't give a shit about it. I longed to do something else. I felt like there was more to life. And we can get caught up in this identity, because it truly is an identity. I want you guys to know that majority of us entrepreneurs, we start selling things and reselling things and trying all of these businesses and hustles and all this stuff as almost like as a trauma response, because we grew up in an environment that was unstable. We grew up seeing family suffer because of bills, because of whatever, you name it. And so as a result, you being the black sheep of your family, you're like, you know what? I'm going to try something else. I'm going to prove to you guys that I can make money on my own and not from a corporate job, or I don't need to go to school to be successful. And so that's what you do. You make that money and you became successful. And now that you have that money, you realize there are actually some things that money can't really do for you. Money can't really fix the relationships in your life. Money can't really fix how you feel unless you pay for counseling or coaching or therapy. Money can't do the inner work that you're longing for. And that outer work, you making the money, you chasing the success, you being in competition with your peers for you to see who can accomplish more, it's actually a manifestation of approval. You're seeking validation from what you do to help you feel fulfilled inside. Because a lot of times, again, like I just said, success is a result of trauma. Is a result of not having enough, of not feeling safe. So you make money so you can feel safe. And it manifests in other anxieties. It manifests in, lack of trust. You don't easily trust people. Maybe you have a hard time in talking to people and opening up. I see this a lot of times. With people who I know are extremely successful. They make all of this money, yet they still operate from a frequency of survival. And it's like, how coincidental is that? How, before this spiritual awakening and before this life transformation, when I had no money, I acted and lived from that same frequency of survival, of shame and guilt, and just always feeling anxious with no money. And yet there are people who have hundreds of thousands, even millions, who still operate from that same place of survival, of feeling shame and guilt and even feeling empty. No one really cares about them. And so the purpose of this video is to empower you and help you find clarity in this new path that I know you're being called to walk on because you're watching this video. And that is uncovering who you really are, your authentic self. You know, your authentic self is someone that is self-expressive, that feels connected to everyone, that just radiates gratitude and joy, and you just want to give. You want to give to everybody. You want to see you see someone on the street and you just want to say hello, hi. You want to hug them. This unconditional, childlike, baby-like love is who you actually are. And I know how that sounds, right? I know how that sounds like. You know, but we're not kids anymore. We're adults, or that sounds good, but like, how is that gonna help me? Money's important. That might be some subconscious thoughts that you have, right? But it's like, that's actually the truth that all of these spiritual teachers, they all emphasize. Buddha, Christ, they all talk about how in your heart lies unconditional love, and that when you can actually raise your frequency and your vibration and heal all of these childhood traumas and traumatic events and all this shame, you can actually start living your life from your heart. And to break that down for you guys to understand, one of the Hermetic laws, the Hermetic universal laws, states the law of correspondence. And that says, as above, so below, as within, so without. And that is basically saying that life is a mirror. Life is mirroring your internal reality, how you view yourself, how you feel internally. So everything on the external world is a manifestation of your internal reality. So all of the money that you're making, all of the achievements that you're longing for, in reality, you're trying to feel safe inside. And because you don't feel safe inside, money is a number, and numbers are infinite. And if you don't understand that, you will always be chasing money. Money is infinite and endless. You can never have enough money for you to feel inside fulfilled and happy and loved and appreciated. And yet, ironically, you don't need money for you to feel that way. And I know this because I made money and now I almost lost it all in the pursuit of this new venture, this new path that I'm walking on, what God wants me to do. And speak life into you and heal people. I basically lost all my money. And I did not feel like shame, guilt, anxious, worried how I felt when I was homeless, when I had no money. If anything, I laughed at it. I laughed when my bank account just continued to go down. I laughed at it because it's like, that's what true success is. That's what true wealth is. Wealth is a state of consciousness. Wealth is a state of consciousness that no matter if you have money or you lose it or you're successful or you're not, you know you are truly wealthy. You know money is always going to circulate back to your life because you understand that everything is energy. Everything is energy. So in order for you to truly feel loved and fulfilled and, just unlock that purpose in your life, that clarity in your life, you have to start looking at life like everything is energy. The true currency of the universe is energy, is your emotions. Your emotions is energy and motion. So if you wake up and do something that you dread, if I were to bring up the emotional vibration chart, and this is a chart that is showing you the frequency, the vibration attached to every single emotion, like anger would be a very low energy. Anger would be a very low energy. And you know what's the highest energy? Love. Love is the highest energy, the most powerful in the universe. Love can absolutely transform your life. And love is at the top of this emotional vibrational scale. Why am I sharing this? I'm sharing this with you because it's what you are doing that you absolutely hate. Although you are successful making hundreds of thousands of dollars, that's actually preventing you from unlocking that clarity because you feel like if you don't do it, you will lose everything. When in reality, everything you have is because it is a gift from the universe. Everything you have is because it is a gift from the universe. You are always being taken care of. But because you live and operate from a state of consciousness of survival, of holding on to the will, of always feeling like you need to, get XYZ leads to convert, to get this amount of sales, you always have this like logical kind of brain. You can't ever really let go and let God. And right now I'm trying to help you understand how to let go and how to let God. Because God brought you here to this point. And this is exactly why you're watching this video. And I promise you, your life will completely change if you actually felt in love with life again. I want to help you guys unlock that love in your life. So if this video resonates with you, please click the link below and join my free Telegram group and share your name. Let me know who you are. And I would love to have a conversation with you because I'm here for you guys. I know what it's like. And I work with amazing people, amazing clients, people who feel chosen and called to a higher, greater purpose and just wants to live life free again. Childlike. That's what we're all doing it for. Don't get it confused. Everything you're doing is because you're doing it for someone else. You're making the money for someone else, for your family, for your mother, for someone else. If you're not doing everything for someone else, life feels meaningless. I promise you it does. That's exactly why I gave up my last business. I love you guys. Thank you for watching.